Hello and welcome! This is University of Stanton. Class is in session, and we are back in Pyro for tonight. I am live and on Discord, so if you'd like to drop into the classroom, if you have any questions or are curious about Pyro or any of the things coming in 4.0, drop in and let me know. Is this music a little loud? I do love it, but I want to make sure I got it balanced right. So if it's too loud, let me know, and we'll adjust from there. I'm just running a playlist of the Star Citizen soundtrack because I like to switch the music up. But yeah, we're going to get started here tonight. I'm just going to be exploring Pyro a little organically. I just want to move around from planet to planet, explore what's there, and specifically, I want to check out some of the markets. I want to check out the trade posts that are on the ground. I'm not really sure, what all locations they actually exist at. And I haven't done that kind of exploration, so that's kind of what I'm doing tonight. And if anyone is coming along and wants to kind of help me catalog what places are around and what kind of goods they've got, that's kind of what I want to get a feel for tonight, is what we can find in Pyro. Good evening from Germany. Hey, Steven, nice to have you. University Streamlove Star Citizen in the middle and Games Awards on the left. Can't get better tonight. Nice. You got your screens full, sir. Let's see. I guess the first thing to figure out is what we're going to fly tonight. And I'm going to attempt to figure out what the best option is going to be for a loadout here. I want to fly something that's going to be fairly dangerous, and I'm thinking, since we're going to be making a lot of frequent stops, there's going to be refueling opportunity. I can stand to go in a fighter, and probably the F7A Mark II is going to be a good option for this. But how would we figure out what we've got available on a fresh patch wipe? I think this is actually a great place to start. We're in a fresh patch wipe. We have nothing to our name other than, credits. But we don't know what stores are selling what. But we do have a whole list of way too many ships on my account here. And what we can figure out from this is, what are the stock components amongst all these ships that might be good to load up, in this case, an F7A Mark II. Get picked up by Polaris crew to do Phase 3. Oh, nice. Good job. That's the best way to do it, is with a group. And honestly, if you're really, on the hook for it, if there's other people still running it, you can pick up the mission, and ideally, it'll actually complete when someone on that server does complete it. I think I got at least a couple of my phases in Phase 3 done without having to participate, because I was actually working on other things at the time, and I just picked up the mission and held on to it while I was working on other things. So that actually completed it a couple of times for me. So, if you get tired of actually chasing the mission down, consider just grabbing the mission, holding on to it, and doing something you enjoy, because I'm not going to say that mission's not fun, but it's definitely not fun all the time, especially when you have to repeat it over and over and over again. I get it. So what we're going to do is, I'm actually going to pop up a window here. We're going to head over to SP Viewer, and I want to show you guys a neat tool that SP Viewer has that might help you if you're in the process of having to set up a ship or figure out what parts to build a ship out with. If we go up here to items at the top right, and this of course is spviewer.eu, we're going to look under this right here called the item finder. And what we can do in here is we can find, let's say we're interested in coolers. We're going to need one on here. Currently, the best way to set these ships up, Ian, hey, good to see you. It is Open Classroom. Yeah, so, and actually this is great for you, because I was actually messaging you some stuff about this last couple of weeks, about what components we pick for our ships and why. So the context here is, I've just loaded into the game. This is a fresh wipe because EPTU just patched. I don't have any components. I don't own anything other than a very long and distinguished list of ships here that I probably shouldn't own this many, but here we are. This is the life of being a backer. So what we're doing is we're using the item finder in spviewer.eu, and what we're going to do is we're going to start building a loadout for the F7A Mark II, which is the ship I'm going to fly tonight. And are we serious right now? Wow, this vacuum's like trying to get into my room. Let's try that again. got a robotic vacuum cleaner out there, and it's trying to push my door open. All right, so what we're going to try and do is figure out... Oh, I wonder what Krabs is doing. He's inviting me. Let's see. I wonder if he knows I'm streaming. What?
Sorry.
That's okay.
I'm so sorry.
Did you open that?
No, I didn't open it.
Oh, it ran up here and just kicked the door open.
Yeah, apparently because I was on the couch.
Yeah. So the first thing we want to look at, we're going to just go down the list of the components that a ship needs. And the first thing we're going to need is a cooler. At the moment, we only run a single cooler. We don't actually have the full cooling gameplay in yet, so it's not actually crucial to keep our power plant's temperature down, keep our weapons temperatures down. The ballistics are a little bit of a gray. That's different. That's a whole other issue. But our core components of the ship, we don't actually need to keep those temperatures down yet, not until the engineering gameplay comes in. So the only thing we're concerned with is one cooler, which will help keep the emissions down, and that helps make us less detectable. So we only need to run one cooler. We want to power it as minimally as possible, and we want it to emit the lowest emissions possible as well. And for our purposes, the only coolers that really come up that are useful for this are the stealth ones. Yeah. I'm gonna actually teach my way through this, and just if anybody's ever been curious about how and why this stuff works, again, Star Citizen being in an alpha phase, they're in a constant state of iterating on what the values of all these components are going to be. What I try to do is find where we're at this moment, what's going to work best, and a lot of it unfortunately ends up being kind of cheesy. CIG needs some time to get all the data in as we use these components over the course of patches to figure out how the balance needs to work out. But where it's at right now is that stealth components are king for equipping a ship, particularly in coolers. So if we look in here, we'll find a stealth grade C cooler, the heat safe. This is on the Hornet Ghost Mark 1, which unfortunately I got rid of that one during IAE this year because I wasn't planning to use it anymore. The Herald has it. The Razor EX has it. Razor EX is one that I have in my list. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here. I'm not planning to use the Razor EX, but I am going to go ahead and deliver it. And I'm going to go in here and I'm going to pull the coolers off because I want the coolers out of that ship. This is where you begin to see, like, even keeping ships on your account that you might not necessarily use could really come in handy because they might have good stock components that could give you a great start at the beginning of a patch. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to pull these heat-safe coolers off. So that is one option. If I go a little further down this list, though, I bet I'm going to find... there it is, the Vapor Block. The Vapor Block is huge. Yeah, that's... actually, it's... The B and C are actually really close in stats, and there's a reason that we don't use the A. The stealth grade A is similar to B and C, but it actually has a little bit higher emissions for some reason. So it's actually not better. The B's and C's are right in that sweet spot that we want, where we're at the very minimal emissions we'll possibly put out. So I'm going to go ahead and claim the Eclipse as well, if the screen will stay up. Okay. There's our Eclipse, and I'm going to go ahead and pull the Vapor Blocks out of there. Vapor Blocks are really the ideal component for this, because they've got a little bit more hit points than the C grade, but they've got the same emissions level. And then the A, it has more hit points, but you sacrifice for that and your emissions go a little bit higher. So we actually want the B grade. This is really the sweet spot that we want to be in. Oh, that's awesome to hear, Ian. I'm really glad to hear that. We were looking at that last night when we got the Shadow Moses and Burks and Salty Mike all, if anybody saw last night, got the world first on EPTU for, they got the Cutlass Black with a stealth loadout, and it was very good stealth components on there. The reason low emissions are dominating is it first of all governs how far away someone can see you. The closer you have to be to someone, the less notice you have that they're coming, and the less time you have to lock them and start getting your bearings on, okay, I'm going to maneuver this way to follow the pit this way, and so on. Also, if they're trying to get away, if they manage to boost past you without going into nav mode, and they get to a spot where they either dump some chaff or they just get out of that range, they're going to disappear and you're going to lose lock, and that becomes very disorienting in combat. So that's the first thing. The second is it is protection from missiles, because the higher the emissions are, the better chance there is that the missile is going to stay on and retain a lock. The lower it is, the more it swings in your favor. So emissions are absolutely king there, because missiles will wreck you. They will wreck your day. And just general awareness, if your opponent has a leg up on how they can see you and how they can track you, then they have an advantage. So you're kind of planning your advantages in the ship that you're flying right from the get-go, and stealth is king for that right now. I feel like it will too, and I can't wait. I'm looking forward to seeing what engineering and the next wave of changes to the components are, because, I mean, I'll be honest with you, I don't think this feels great right now. I don't feel like a stealth grade B component should be the end-all be-all. I should have a reason to want to pick a military grade A. I should have a reason to want to go with a civilian or a competitive one. But that choice doesn't really exist right now, because stealth overshadows everything so much right now. But yeah, I know it's changing completely coming engineering, and that's what I'm looking forward to. So we've got our coolers taken care of. Let's look at the power plant. And again, we're going to want to go with stealth here. Okay, let's try this again. Just refresh that page. I don't know what's going on there. Component health and coolers will probably matter more. That is good to hear. I figure with engineering, like I was saying earlier, I know that actually cooling components is going to be an important thing, and that is definitely something I'm looking forward to, because right now it doesn't matter at the moment. But when it does, that is going to change everything about how we load out our ships, because we're going to have to put more power into the coolers, which means we're going to have to generate more power, which means we might not even have the choice to just bump to max power in our weapons, engines, and shields all at the same time anymore. We might actually have to make decisions where we rebalance that now. Do all components fit in all ships? All components fit in a slot of the correct size. So if I look over here, for example, and this is kind of a shortcoming of the Vehicle Loadout Manager. The Vehicle Loadout Manager doesn't really tell you... Oh wait, does it? It does! Okay, if I mouse over here on the left, it's actually down here, and I hadn't actually noticed that before. It does show you down here, size 1 cooler. This is on, of course, the Aegis Eclipse that I was already looking at. If I mouse over the power plant, it shows that it'll do a size 1 power plant. Most of the fighters, for the most part, have size 1 components. So any size 1 cooler or size 1 power plant, for example, will fit into those slots. So if I go back here and I'm looking at the power plants, again, based on what I already know about where things are, we're going to be looking for stealth components. Now, the best case right here would actually be the slipstream. The stealth grade A, B, and C all have, I want to say, about the same emissions, but the stealth grade A slipstream does give you 1 extra power segment, and that's going to be really important here in a minute. But I don't know that I have that, because I don't have a Herald. I got rid of my Talon Shrike at IAE this year too, so I don't have that or the Hornet Ghost Mark 1. If I had kept either one of these, I would have had that grade A stealth. Excuse me, I went out in some cold air after I worked out today, and it has not treated me well. So, Stealth Grade C, that one I actually do have on the Aegis Saber Firebird. So I could pull it from there, and here's the Razor EX. We just unloaded the coolers from that. So I could go in here, and I could pull that C grade from there, but do I have a B? Can I find a Stealth Grade B? Hey, it's right there in the Eclipse. We were just looking at that. That is the Delta Max Stealth Grade B power plant, so we're going to unequip that one too. We need shields now. When it comes to shields, there is really only one choice there as well, but it's not... Well, okay, there's 2 choices. We can go with stealth, and it will drop our emissions quite a bit, but it will also drop the hit points that we have available. And for the most part in a fighter, you want to get all of the hit points out that you can. For those at the moment, we're looking for the competition. Ugh. If I can spell. Competition. So we have Falco at grade D. That's not great. We really want the A's or B's. A is the Jagti and B is the Targa. And those actually have the... Wait. Oh, that's C. Okay, that's the competition grade C. But the Targa I know has the same as the Jagti, if I'm remembering correctly. Maybe I'm... Okay, hang on. I'm questioning myself now. Let's go back and double check this. This is why it's useful to have the data and to be able to go back and check yourself later. So we're going to look at size 1s, And I'm going to sort this by the HP pool, because that's the most important thing right now. All the regen rate, the regen time, all this stuff, this is actually flat across all of these shields. The regen rate is going to be based on getting you to your maximum hit points for that shield based on this 15-second regen time. So the regen is going to be 15 seconds no matter what shield you use. Those don't matter. All of the other stats on here are pretty much flattened at this point as well. The resistances are all the same. The absorption is the same. The shutdown damage is the same. The only other thing that's different is these EM emissions. And once again, this is where we come down to the decision between ones like our stealth ones that have 134 down here, and ones like our competition, which have the higher hit points. They've got 781. That's more than the stealth, but it's not a huge deal, because the trade-off for that is we're getting almost 1,000 more hit points per shield. So we're going to grab any of these that we can, and the JAGT and the target do in fact, as B and C, come up here. There is not a competitive A. That was where I was screwing up. I forgot that there's no such thing as a competition A grade shield right now. So 2240 is the hit point pool on these. Targas or JAGTs will work just fine. So we're going to go in here and search for this again. And the target exists on... This is going to be a little more interesting to find. I've got an 85X limited. That'll have one of them for me. And I need two. Oh, the letters? They mean nothing. They are arbitrary. That's not true. They are, they're kind of a general placement of, okay, A grade is better than B, B grade is better than C, C grade is better than D. It's just kind of not always 100% true, and it might not be true about the particular stat that you happen to care about. But the overall idea is that A is supposed to be better than B, is supposed to be better than C, and so on. And then you have the type after that. Let me see, what do they call it? The class, which is the type of shield that it is. We're going for competition shields here. Why competition shields have more hit points? I'm not sure. I think this is just placeholder because so many of the values are flattened here. But that's... In an ideal world, I would think that maybe military would have the highest hit points. Or industrial would have really high hit points but really low resistances, maybe? Maybe military would have middle of the road hit points and really high resistances in a certain damage type. But that's something that's going to be coming later. We don't have that at the moment. So we're looking at Targas and JAGDs. We don't really want a Falco if we can avoid it. And those are, I don't think I have a Fury LX anyway. So we have the Targa. There's nothing I can get a JAGD off of here. And I've only got one Targa in the middle of my fleet, which is on my 85X. So I am going to go ahead and claim that one. And I'm going to pull the shield off that one, so I have at least one of the shields that I want. And then I'm going to try and find a next best among what I have here. What did I say was on the Origin 85X? There it is. Alright, so we're going to pull that out. We're going to go to the loadout manager again. And again, I could probably fly through this process a little bit, but I really want to explain why I'm making these decisions and how I'm setting this up. Ship's hit points based on components? Not entirely. I will show you why in just a moment. The shield hit points are based on the components. Absolutely. Okay, there's our Targa shield. We're going to unequip that. And, I think I'm actually going to, just for the sake of time and getting through this, I am going to go ahead with a stealth shield for the second one. Just because it's still kind of almost there. I actually pulled it off the Aegis Eclipse already, so we're good there. But I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice a little bit of the hit points on one of the two shields just to get that little bit of extra stealth. So I'm going to go ahead up here. I'm going to claim my Anvil F7A Mark II. And we're going to go ahead and put these parts on here. Now, as far as the hit points of the ship itself, that's a very good question. And that opens another little can of worms for us that I'm totally happy to get into. So we're going to throw our vapor block on here. Our power plant, we want... Ooh, I messed up. We need a size 2 power plant on the F7A Mark II. Yeah, that's what we're going to go with tonight. I will go ahead and put our Targa shield, and I'll do one of the Veils. This is a B grade stealth. What? I thought I pulled that off of the Eclipse. I could have sworn that said empty when I was looking at it. Oh, yep, there it is. It did not, in fact, pull off. I must not have hit save. So, as far as the ship hit points go, here's what I can show you about that. If I pull up a ship, like, we'll do the one that we're equipping right now, the F-78 Hornet Mark II. We can see on here that it has, overall, 13,051 hit points. This is distributed, though. There is a 3,000 hit point nose, a 3,000 hit point body, and a 1,900 hit point tail. If I expand this, you can actually see more detail on this. And what's really important to note when you're looking at these ships and how well they're going to hold up, reminds you of something that got found today. That's right! That's right! Our guys went in there and they found I believe it was a stealth variant of the F-7A Mark II as well. They did. I think it didn't have any coolers, if I remember right. Okay, so one thing what's really important here when you're looking at the distribution of the hit points on here is which parts are vital. There are breakable parts, and these are important to know about. They'll have little wing flaps that come off. You might even have thrusters or engine pieces that could come off, which will directly influence your maneuvering. Anyone that's flown the Gladius for a bit probably knows that if you completely lose a wing, there are very crucial thrusters on there, and if you use your up or down thrust, you'll end up spinning out because the thrusters that needs to balance that maneuver aren't there anymore when that wing is gone. So and some ships are more susceptible to this than others. The F-7A, I don't think this one is as susceptible. But the critical parts here are the body and the nose, which each have 3,000, which is pretty chunky for a fighter, and the tail, which has 1,900. That's also nothing to sneeze at, especially because you're probably, the way the Hornet flies, you're probably not going to take a lot of damage in the tail unless someone's hitting you from third party from like a different angle. No problem. I figure that was probably something got left out by mistake there. Horn band going into the weeds here. Awesome stuff. Oh yeah. Oh, is this Factorio music? Oh no, this should be. No, this is actually Project Calliope from the Star Citizen soundtrack. I've got a playlist on here by Shift Monkey, who is someone, I believe, if it's the same person, I found him on Reddit, and they had the instructions on how to actually pull the music files out of the game. Unfortunately, there aren't any instructions for how to figure out what the names of them are, so you just end up with a bunch of numbered music files. But he does have a very handy YouTube playlist of about 200, 300 something songs, including the new stuff from Pyro, which is what I'm really looking forward to getting to here. So, that's where the hit points from the ships come from. Now, I'll show you another one of my favorites on here. Recently, Anvil put out the Terrapin Medic. And I already use the Terrapin once in a while because I do naughty things in the persistent universe, and I help break people out of jail sometimes. This is one of, hands down, the best ships to go and breach Klesher with, because you can actually maneuver it down into the pit that's in the ground, which is covered and safe from the NPCs, from the turrets, everything, and you can hover right down there to the spot that the prisoner has to jump out of to get out of the escape tunnel, and pick them up right there on the catwalk. So they're completely safe. You pick them up, you just extend your ramp down over the guardrail. It's beautiful. I've actually got footage of that in a couple of my videos where I've covered that before. They released the Terrapin Medic. It's got a med bed, so you can respawn, heal, whatever you need to do, and they up the hit points on it a little bit more and decrease the emissions a little bit lower. So it's even better than the original Terrapin. If you look here at the part distribution, 20,000 hit points on the body. And this is after 2 size 2 shields, mind you. So this thing is tanky. And if you put the right parts on it, if you lean towards the stealth parts, you're going to cut your emissions down on it to the point where the turrets and whatnot on the base there, they don't see you until you're about 4 to 5 kilometers away. And you're burning in fast. So you're probably, ideally, cutting your nav mode off at about maybe between the 2 and 1 kilometer mark. Shields come back up, and you do your maneuvering in SCM to get down into the pit. By the time the lag and the desync and their reaction time catches up, you might take a little bit of fire, but you're probably not even going to lose your shields getting into the pit. This is a very solid ship for that kind of thing. And it's because of that, it's very forgiving. If you screw up your approach, if you bounce off the ground a little bit maybe, or you take too long getting there and you take a lot of fire, you lose your shields, your whole hit points have got you. So you've got plenty of time to screw up and learn the process and get down there, because you don't start out knowing how to do it. You need practice. Yeah. Where were we? Okay, so we've got our main components on here, but I screwed up and I neglected to remember that you actually need a size 2 power plant on the F7E Mark II. So that changes what we're going to be searching for in here. We're going to go back to our item finder. I'm going to go back to the power plant list. We still, on size 2, want to lean towards stealth. But we can't use a size 1. Well, I think we could technically use a size 1, but it wouldn't be enough. So if I go down here, we don't want the slipstream, we don't want the sonic light. Here's our size 2. The Asperia Prowler actually comes with an Eclipse Stealth Grade A. I don't have the Asperia Prowler. Done any ship fights yet around the new asteroid bases? We did a little bit yesterday, Ian. I was there. I had to leave for dinner and to get to bed early because I was coaching classes this morning. But I was there for the first few hours with the air team. We were locking down the area around the executive hangars next to the sun. And yeah, we had a couple people come out there. A couple guys came out in like a Polaris and tried to park up next to one of them. Oh wait, that was actually one of the previous stations. That wasn't the final one. But then someone else came out in a fighter and we shot him down near the executive hangars. And then sometime shortly after I left, I think like a swarm of people came in on like a swarm of Dragonfly bikes or something. I haven't heard all the details about that yet, but that was apparently something that happened. Okay, so I've got a Gamma Max Stealth B on a Vanguard Sentinel. I used to have the Sentinel as well, and I don't think I've got that one anymore either. I think I have a Harbinger Loner for something, but nope, I got rid of the Sentinel. So I don't have that one available either. So what are my next best options? What do I need to find here to fulfill this? So I'm going to go in here and look under the... Oh, it's under propulsion for some reason. We're going to go look at the size 2s. And my priority is, obviously, I want enough power segments. Oh, yeah, it absolutely is. That was what was blowing my mind with the tests, is like seeing a player list of like 500 people. Dude, I love it. It's starting to become the kind of game I want to play. I mean, it's been the kind of game I want to play. Obviously, I've been playing it, but... okay, so we're going to look at this. IR emissions, there's nothing in here in the power plant that affects your infrared, which is good. Infrared is very hard to control. We do want to look by EM emissions. So the stealth obviously are the best, but if I look down here at, what are these, competition? Oh, civilian. Civilian B, C, and D still have 18 power output, just like the Eclipse, which I know for a fact is enough to run that ship. And the EM emissions are really not that much higher. So if I'm looking at full force, ion surge, and spark jet, these are the three that I'm going to really want. So I'm going to go back in here. And let's see if I've got, if I just highlight civilian, can I find these easily in the list? Let's look under size 2. We go further down the list for size 2. Full force. Zeus Mark II ES. I think I might actually have that one. So that's an option. And the Daybreak. That's not one of the ones I was looking for. But that one might be a backup option. Where's the Daybreak in here? Okay, it's a little further down. That one's also an acceptable option. I know I have that one in the Terrapin. But let's check the... Oh, God, what was it? I already forgot what I was looking for. Zeus Mark II ES. Let's see if that one's in there. Come on, bottom of the list, please. Mark... Zeus? No, I've got the CL. Okay, so we're going to pull the one out of the Terrapin Medic. Oh, my God, get up there. If we could make that little side thing just a little more grabbable, that'd be cool. Anvil, Terrapin Medic. Alright, we're going to pull that out. Pull that power plant out, slap it in, and that'll be ready. And then we can start looking at the weapons. And this is something that the longer you play, the more you play, like, you'll start to get a feel for, okay, this is what the meta parts are right now. This is what I own. This is what I need to look for. And this whole process will be a lot faster. We're just taking it slow tonight. Didn't unequip from the Terrapin. Oh, maybe I forgot to unequip it from the Terrapin. There we go. If this thing could stop being clunky, that would be huge. Alright, we're going to take the Daybreak out of there. We're going to put it on the Hornet. Jesus Christ. Alright, and so now our core components are set up as best we can get them right now. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything here. Is any ships fighting the master base? Can't wait to play. My new PC comes in. Oh, nice. Yes, a lot has happened. The 24 patches, all three of them, have changed quite a bit. 24.2 came out, and we ended up with completely new ship power and MFD systems. That was a doozy. We were not ready for that. I don't think anybody expected that to be coming. All right, so on this, I would like to... let's see. I've got Omniskis on the nose. It's not the worst in the world, but I think I would like to fit this out with CFs for tonight. And I know for a fact I have some CFs of both the 4 and 3 size on the Gladiator. So I'm going to pull that out and get some weapons off that. I think I need a couple more CF3s than that. So I'm going to pull a, let's see. I'll do that one. And I think one of the fueling ships actually has them as well. I'm going to pull the Starfarer. I'm not going to bother with the missiles tonight. I think the guns are going to be sufficient for our purposes. A lot of people are probably not even taking this much time to set up a ship to fly around here. A lot of people don't care that much. So, we're going to pull the Gladiator up. We've got our vehicle weapons. Vehicle weapons. And here's our CF447s. These are going to go under the wings on the size 4 mounts. CF337s. Those are going to go on either the nose or the top. And we're going to go to the Starfarer. And from its turrets, we're going to pull off 337s. So think about that when you've got ships on your account. Maybe if they're ones you're sitting on, hoping they'll be better later, or you just don't use them. Think about what stock components they have on them and how good they are for the next patch or so. Before you get rid of them, because you might be sitting on something that can really give you a good start. F7A Mark II, we're going to slap these on, and we're going to be ready to go. Get the size 4s on, and we'll get the size 3s on. There we go. Do I have any skins for this? I don't. I don't think any skins even exist for this. Okay. Alright, with that said, we're going to go ahead and pull our F7A Hornet Mark II up. Ian, you know how I feel about this elevator travel time. We need literal elevator music here just for this. Alright, I'll come back in a couple days. Let's get some FPS gear on. I don't think we'll need much, but you never know. Doesn't hurt to be prepared. Let's take the... Let's go for some Red Alert. I've got Red Alert stuff sitting in my inventory and I never use it. I'll do that. I'll do the Morozov helmet. It's a little slimmer. I'm actually hearing that the heavy arms are good to use these days. So I'll slap those on too, but I still want some light legs. Makes it a little bit quieter when you run. Let's take that backpack. And I'll take a FS9. I'll take a C54. I think I've got the Christmas one in here somewhere. Yeah, Luminalia C54. We're going to need some ammo from somewhere. I don't know if this shop has it. I'm sure this station has ammo somewhere. I'm not too worried about it. Maybe I should be. Oh, good question. I am on Ruin Station. I am in Pyro. We are playing in Pyro tonight on the 4.0 server. Alright, we'll take this stuff for medical. I've got that for tractor. That should be fine. Yeah, Pyro is... Matter of fact, I will take a couple minutes here. If you haven't seen it before, this is really worth seeing. I'll go back up to the top area, and we'll pick up some ammo up there before we leave. But yeah, the Pyro stations are definitely a sight to behold. Pyro, of course, is a very run-down, kind of let-go sort of place. It's a haven of criminals and scum and villainy. And, yeah, there's no law here except the law that the gangs and the organizations out here make up on their own. So you'll notice the very top left, there's no comma ray. No one's going to report you and give you a crime stat here. You're just, it's the Wild West. So this is the area where you go and find your ship. It's definitely a different look and feel than what you find in Stanton. It is definitely more run down. You see, this is one of the gangs. I believe it's going to be Rough and Ready. Who owns Ruin Station? Let me find out who owns Ruin Station. I believe we can get some info on the map here. Ruin Station is owned by Rough and Ready. So Rough and Ready is one of the civilian-ish organizations that feels surreal to finally be delivering 4.0. I bet, man. You guys have been working on this for so long. I can't imagine like the hours and the work and everything that has gone into all this. And like I know you guys have to be so excited to see it finally going live and seeing people enjoying it. Like it's awesome. And honestly, I was remarking to some people earlier today, like this last few days, especially on EPTU, has actually been really smooth. The game is working. Jurisdictions on the whole map. Oh, really? You're right. Law. Yeah, the law section right there. Sure enough. So do any of the organizations out here give you a crime stat? Does Rough and Ready actually give you a stat if you do something wrong? I know they'll punish you if you do stuff in view of them, but do they actually give you a stat or anything? Because there's obviously no prison here. Let's see, medical clinics over there. Medical clinic is basically the same services as you find in Stanton, just less sanitary. They don't wipe anything down with alcohol. What are you doing back there? Okay.
You don't have a video on or anything, do you?
Yeah, I do.
Oh God, am I in your video?
No, you are below my video right now. You think you have rep stuff in? Okay, I will be keeping an eye out for that because I am very interested in the rep system, and I haven't gotten to even look at like the contracts, all the missions that are out here. I know all of them have. Let's see, Citizens for Prosperity has missions up. Headhunters has missions up. Rough and Ready doesn't have mercenary missions up, but they do have salvage. That's a claim Xenothreat Misc freelancer for your own fee, 200,000. That's interesting. I wonder what's going on with that. So, Jared, you haven't played since 3.5. Yeah, that's Miss Durgan. Ian said hi, Miss Durgan. I don't think she hears anymore. I will tell her you said hi. Let's see. Red Wind Line Haul. I think Red Wind is one of the package delivery organizations in Stanton, if I'm remembering right. So they got a presence here. Bounty Hunters Guild has some kind of presence here. Shit's all kind of broken. That's a great mission name. Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, man, it's this past year especially, like the last 2 to 3 years, I would say have been pretty exciting, but the last year especially, like we've just had a flood of new features and stuff coming in, and yeah, if you haven't seen it since 3.5, definitely jump in when 4.0 drops because your mind's going to be blown. This is not the game that you left in 3.5. But yeah, so these missions, I definitely need to take some time and look at those at some point. So, public habitation is that way. I really want to find the shops and snatch up a little bit of ammo before we go. That's the Habs. I don't want to go there. They don't have little shampoos and deodorants at the front desk like they do in Stanton. This place smells a little bit. Let's see. That's Hangar Transit. Maybe I'm looking in the wrong place. Ooh, what's back here? Oh, somebody's got a little garden going. Okay. Is there anything to eat back here? Could take some food with me. This is giving me vibes of some of those scenes from The Expanse where they've got like hydroponic growing on the wall of a ship or something. Ship meta change about Chase Stu. We were actually just talking about ship meta. I've got a F7A Mark II set up. I was going and pulling stock components off of other ships to set up a kind of a stealth-ish build. Stealth is pretty important at the moment. As far as weapon goes in the light fighter arena, you're generally looking at the CF repeaters because they've got the 800 meter a second projectile speed. So it's a lot of that. It's a lot of stealth components and high hit point shield components. That's back to the hangars. Okay, what am I missing here? There. Oh, market. Maybe if I follow the signs. Did I? What am I missing here, though? Because I was over here. That's not the market. Oh, maybe it's still this way somewhere. Ah, okay. Here we go. We're getting there. Market is... Ah, through this door. Cool. All right. But yeah, it depends, Stu, on when you're talking about ship meta changing, because it's gone back and forth for the last couple of years. So, when was the last time you played? Going from 1080 to 4K, so I hope this is going to look amazing. I'm sure it will. I've been thinking about making the jump to 4K. I've never really felt the necessity to. But I did go up to 2560 by 1440, so 1440p, and that was a good move, and I'm pretty happy with it. So maybe that's my gateway drug to go into 4K. We got noodles here. I'll pop my helmet off. We're gonna have some noodles while we go look for ammo.
Hey, no?
Yes. Come on, you can eat. Let's see. Okay, extra thick armor should have something for me. So go in here. I've got a FS9 and I've got a C54. These are both solid guns. So let's see. First of all, do they have any... Oh, this is all armor. Never mind. I mean, thanks, but no thanks. Sharpshooters. These guys will have ammo. There's a C54. They sell the SMG here. If I didn't have it, I could get it here. We'll just buy up some of that. Oh, I should have just put it right in my backpack. There we go. Yeah, screw it. We'll buy it right into the backpack. Nice. Okay, and so we're going to go to FS9. What? Oh, there's a dash in there. Thank goodness. Thought my FS9 wasn't going to have any ammo. And this is going to go in the backpack as well. Do they have med pens here? Or do I need to go to the... Yeah. I have to go to the other thing for that. I don't want to spend too much time setting up FPS. I'll probably die right outside the station. And then all the FPS setup will be for nothing. Okay, so we got some ammo. We're pretty much good there. Oh, struggling to buy a new machine right now. Yeah, low quality parse extreme gameplay. Yep. Oh, Ian, did you see the... I think you did. But I put out a thing about like which graphics options to choose and whatnot. Some of that might help you out. And if you're still having trouble, let me know, because I've helped people so far with... there could be BIOS options that could be holding you back. There's an NVIDIA setting that we should change. Virtual memory is a big one, especially when people talk about like lag and stuttering and like certain areas just kind of really chugging. Some of those things might be able to help you out. So hit me up one day when you get some time and we'll go over it. Okay, let's get back down to the hangar and take off and see if we can dig up some info on some of these locations. I want to see what they've got for sale. I want to see what commodities and tools and everything are on the market. It did say hangar transit this way, right? Good. 1050 Ti, 10-year-old CPU. Oh no, yeah. We've got a few people in the Discord server that are working with some old hardware. So I feel you, man. We'll get you as close as we can in the meantime. That sucks. Rocking the TI 1080 Ti. Yeah, that one was an old reliable too. Like people raved about how good that video card was. I think I was on AMD at the time. And then I finally switched back up to NVIDIA. Okay, so let's go back to our enormous extra large hangar to get our fighter. Oh, Parsec makes you... Oh, Parsec. Okay. I think I remember hearing about... That's, it, like, streams the game to you, if that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, this hangar is a freaking cavern, dude. This is what I get for owning big ships. I get to start an extra large hangar. Yeah, I switched up last year, or a year and a half ago, I think, to the RTX 4080 card. And that is by far the most expensive video card I've ever bought. Like, it is absolutely wild what GPUs are costing now. But the funny thing is, I got this laptop sitting over here that it doesn't run the game as well as my desktop, but I got it for like, I think $1,000 last year at Black Friday. It has a 4060 in it as a laptop, and it actually runs the game well. Like, not spectacularly, but like, it's playable. It's more than playable. So I was surprised by that. Okay, let's see what we've got here. All right, there's my... If you're wondering what just happened, too, I kind of hit something and a lot of stuff happened on the screen all at once. I'm running voice attack on the side, and I have some keybinds set up to kind of prep the MFDs. This is something that I think that they're going to fix eventually, I hope soon, and let us have, like, presets for all our MFDs and user interface settings and all that. Because right now, every time that you get into a new ship, you have to set up the MFDs how you want it. And so a lot of us, especially like in AC, every time you respawn, it counts it as a new ship. So in order for any of us to like go from one round to the next in like a PvP mode or to do dueling or anything like that, we've had to set up macros that just go through the MFD, say left MFD, this function, right MFD, this function, power to engine, power to engine, power to engine, power to weapons, power to engine, power to shields, and just like all these other little settings and stuff that are only keybinds, and we've got a macro that does that in like 3 seconds. So if it looks like something is happening really fast like that, it's because I've got that set up. Play SC on the office PC and stream it to my shit. Oh, I see. I gotcha. And it's not like, well, I mean, I imagine you're pretty nearby, so it's not too laggy or anything. Or not too much input lag. Ryzen 5 with 7050 AMD, I think. Okay, cool. Yeah, one thing I'm really impressed with right now is the AMD processors. Like, I'm almost to the point of wanting to build a new system myself right now, and what I'm hearing about the Ryzen 7, what is it, 6950 3DX or whatever? Like, that sounds absolutely spectacular. Well, good. I'm glad it works out in the meantime. I'm sure you're going to get there soon, man. So you gotta find the right deals and the right chip crisis not happening. Alright. Oh, one other thing that we want to do that I can't do with a macro is I'm going to roll my mouse wheel down on the radar here and get it zoomed out to where I can actually see something. And then I'm going to right click it and this little lock icon will come up here at the bottom. So the default behavior if you don't do that is every time you target something, it'll zoom the radar out to the extent of that target, and anything beyond you won't see anymore. So for your own awareness, you want to make sure that you lock your radar out and can see kind of out to a decent distance. I think if you max the radar out, it goes out to about 14K. But I mean, if you look at that, like, look at, these are contacts that are, you know, 4 to 6 kilometers away. They're in such a tiny circle in there, I can't really see what's going on. So I'm going to have to zoom in a little bit just so that, you know, it's useful information. The asteroid excuse me, still coughing my lungs out. I did see that there was an asteroid fix, yes. Is that the invisible asteroid you're talking about? That I think Wikipedia might have mentioned it earlier? A note came out on it that got shared on the RSI updates. Or is it something else that I need to look at here? So, we're outside Ruin Station here, and it's a little cloudy. It's a ring, much like Yella has, but this is Pyro 6. This is Terminus, I believe. Let me see if I'm right. Yep, Terminus. So this is the outermost planet of the Pyro system, and I started here on purpose because I want to start exploring it and then go inward from there. For at least the next hour, anyway. I've got some things to do with the org after an hour, but I got another hour or so here to play, explore, and explain anything. If anybody has any questions about Star Citizen in general or what I'm doing, by all means ask away. This is Open Classroom, so... calibrating. Why am I too close? Really? Maybe I need to find something here. Okay, let's do that. So let's look at Terminus, and let's start from... Let's see, we got Rough Landing, we got Bullock's Reach all by itself over on the dark side. Let's start in the daylight. We're going to start with Rough Landing, and we will work our way over through all these little points and just see what's on the ground. Yes, I was definitely excited to hear about that, because I haven't had it happen to me in a while, but the invisible asteroid is a staple of Star Citizen. If you don't believe me, in the Discord sometime, you know how you can search for like emojis or whatever? Start with a colon and type invisible, and you'll see that we have an invisible asteroid emote in the server. And it looks exactly like what you would expect. Alright, let's fire up the quantum drive again. We're going to go down for Rough Landing. Hopefully not actually a rough landing. And here we go. You had it happen today before the new build. Oh no! It was it was one last one for the road. That invisible asteroid was like, remember me. You found it. You just DM'd it to me. Yep, that's our invisible asteroid. Hey, what's up, Nova? Good to have you along. Yo, Ian, I'm surprised to see you. I figured it'd be way later over there. I almost thought about doing it, and we might do it. I can't do it next week. I'm out of town next week. But maybe the weekend after, I do want to do like a Cluster night with you sometime and start running like the escape route and do some pickups and things like that. I know we were talking about that before, and I thought about doing it on the stream, but I figured it'd be too late for you. But if you're up for it, I'm down to do it here. That stuff is fun to do live, and then you can actually show people like how that whole thing works. I think a lot of people find the illegal side of gameplay in Star Citizen, especially when they're new, really daunting. And it's not all that bad. It's honestly where you'll find a lot of the most fun times in the game. Is that that is somebody's Polaris down there. Interesting. That thing didn't show up for a while either, unless maybe I just needed a tab target and I hadn't. Alright, so let's do a little aerial recon here first. Get out of nav mode. Just move place and set up the desk. Yes, I know how that goes. I will be living that particular dream in February or March sometime, I think, so not too long for me either. Oh, this is actually... Is this ice? Ice! Is this ice? It looks like ice. I'm gonna... well, obviously he's landed on it, so I guess it's okay for me to, too, But yeah, let's take a look here. Okay, so someone's left a Connie, someone's left a Polaris. Whether they crashed or logged or are still down on the surface, who knows? But let's just see what we can see from up here. So this looks like... Okay, there's a cargo pad. This looks like a building we can go into. This is probably a door right here. Yep, that's a door. Are there any other buildings of note here? These look like fuel tanks. I bet we could blow those up if we shoot them. They might be part of a mission. There are actually missions to destroy people's fuel supplies in Pyro. I don't know if they're up right now or not, but those tend to be the targets for them. I'm assuming this is our landing pad, after a fashion. And I'm going to not use the landing pad. I'm going to come over here, because I would like to keep this kind of, you know, close at hand. I got that. Oh, I got something behind me there. Alright, let's just settle down right there. That'll do. Alright. As we do when we set down, always turn your engines off. Press I. If you don't, the ship could desync and float away from you. And we're going to hop out. We just came from the station in orbit, so we don't really need any refueling or repair or anything like that. Oh shit, I might need to... Huh, I forgot I don't have my helmet on. Let's pop that back on. Looks like it's acceptable atmosphere here. It says 73%. I don't know what... I'm actually not sure what the environment is like here. Okay, so super cold. Exterior temperature is super cold. Fuel tanks should explode if you shoot them enough. A recent clip in Wuxtree's compilation shows it. Nice, yeah. I remember actually we did that last year during the during the Citizen contest. We got a preview of it, a bunch of us last year, and those missions were in and working. No, I don't work with Ian. We just happened to we chatted quite a bit. He followed my channel right from the very beginning, and then I got to meet up with him and Miss Ian at CitizenCon this past year. So yeah, it was a great time, great guy, and we chat pretty frequently about game issues, and we've gotten to play a couple times. So yeah, but work, no, unless it's the work of getting Star Citizen to its next steps. I try to help there where I can. I'm not a developer or anything. I just try and find things and break them and complain about them. So yes, we are friends. So what is in here? Yes, absolutely. I will be out that way again someday. I don't know when yet, but I will absolutely hit you up when I get back out there, because that was a great time. Okay, so I don't see anything in here. I haven't seen anything like officially for like laying out for sale that's interactable, and I'm not seeing any terminals, so I'm guessing that this particular place is a bust and has nothing for me. Maybe. But it is definitely cool to explore. And these guys, I wonder, what's the affiliation here? Oh yeah, no, this is the first year I'd ever gone to CitizenCon, and I did not regret it. I decided, in fact, I'm going to make a habit of it every year if I can. So, okay, so this is Headhunters. I think they're like bounty hunters or something. I don't actually know the lore behind them. I don't know. Maybe they eat people. I don't know. Maybe they're cannibals. Maybe I better watch my back. Maybe I better just... I'm just going to face them while I leave. And run. Let's have a look here. So, I just want to see if there's any other... They have a cargo deck here. I think this is a cargo... Yeah, this is a cargo elevator. So it stands to reason... Maybe it's just a location for missions. But I would think it might stand to reason that they sell something here. Maybe not. Oh, wait, there's this. Hang on, I didn't see this. Whoa, well, that's where we're at. Let's see what's in here. Oh, there's a shop here. Okay. We have some armor. We have a backpack. We've got med pens. I'll take a bunch of med pens. Why not? Is this going to give them to me, or... Okay, somebody's blowing up all the stuff here. I wonder if they're going to expect anyone to be in here. I wonder if they saw me on the ground before they did that. I'm going to bet they probably didn't. Okay, so they got the multi-tool. And they got fuses. They sell fuses here. That's interesting. Oh, alright, Jarrett. Well, good luck to you, and thanks for stopping in. You know something I didn't do either? I didn't equip any of my... Uh-oh. Well, we got a bug there. I bought all that ammo into my backpack and never checked it, and it did not actually show up into my backpack. Oh, and I think I know why. I think I bought it into a Morozov backpack, and it was actually giving me a list of all the backpacks in my entire inventory. Which, okay, cool, but also not cool. Okay, so we're going to sit here, we're going to listen and collect some information for a moment. I'm actually going to turn the volume up a little bit. And let's just see if we hear anybody outside. If they cycle that door, someone is getting lit the fuck up for blowing up my ship. I can use this friendly NPC as a human shield. It is also entirely possible they were just here for a mission like I was talking about, where they blow up the, fuel, containers. But we'll see. Okay. I feel like they would have come in here by now. If they were going to. Let's find out. Worst case, we die. Oh, cycle. That might help. Let's find out if all of these ships got blown up. Oh. This guy's stalking somebody over here. So maybe they're suspicious. Maybe they know someone's on the ground. Okay, that's NPC. If a guard NPC is walking around acting suspicious like that, it could be walking towards somebody, but we haven't heard any gunfire. This ship looks like it's still in one piece. Maybe. Or is it? No, that's actually beat up. Okay, so that one got shot up too. They might have left the Polaris alone. The Polaris would just be a huge pain in the ass to take down. Yeah, they might have just been here to like blow up something or kill some NPC on the ground, and they left it at that. So let's check out the Polaris that's over there. That might be our ticket out of here. That's the thing about this game, you never know what's going to happen. I am also assuming that this thing is completely dead. Is this lootable? That looked lootable. Let's just double check. I'm pretty sure this is dead, but you know. I can open the ladder. I bet it's dead though. It's probably soft deft. Shop. Why is there a shop sign here? Oh, that's cool. They actually sell things outside. I didn't even notice that. That's kind of cool. Out here in the minus 155 degrees Celsius. Are ship components salvageable to a loadout yet, or do you have to assemble your stealth manually? When I claim that... Oh. Okay. Oh, they're dumping torps on... Probably dumping torps on... Oh, something. Oh. I wonder if that's our Polaris. I wonder if that's the one that was landed. Interesting. Yeah, I think so. And he must be testing. I wonder if he's trying to shoot at like the turrets or something over there. There was a defense turret up on the ridge. Boom. Okay, so that must have been the Polaris that was on the ground there, and he took off and just blew up the ships on the ground nearby. Well, I wonder what he's actually doing. He might just be discovering his Polaris right now. But yeah, at some point I believe the components are supposed to be kind of a one-time thing, and you have to salvage them if you want to keep those particular ones. I do have a video up, however, on the... Oh, that's interesting. On the insurance system that's coming with 1.0, because how that works is going to be very important to that. There are going to be conditions under which you can get your components back. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, that's cool. I wonder if he's going to come down and land again. It's going to be an interesting day for him if he does. Let's just see what's going on here, if we can. He's drifting a little. Oh, nope. He's pointing away, and he's leaving. Okay. Now, I wonder if one of these... No, those are cargo pads. This is probably not a vehicle spawning pad, so I don't have a ride here at this point. And normally I could put up a beacon or try and... You know what? I'm going to climb in here. I wonder if... Huh. You know what? I wonder if they sell a repair attachment in here. And I wonder if I can use that repair attachment to get some function out of the ship again. Oh wait, this is the wrong building. I'm going to give that a try. And if that doesn't work, just for the sake of time, I'm going to exit the menu and come back in. I don't really want to do that normally. Like, you know, something happens in the verse. Fucking do it. Handle it in the verse. But it would be a lot quicker to just get back up to the station that way. Now, let's... Oh, a commodity terminal. Oh, no, that's storage access. I thought that was a commodity terminal. There's my med pens that I bought and forgot to grab. I wonder if they had ammo in here. Let's find... personal attachments. Okay, so they've got a multi-tool. I don't see any oh, there's attachments. And there's a Truehold tractor beam. So there's a tractor beam, but there's not a salvage one. I need the cambio one. Does this come with the cambio one by default? Let's buy it real quick, just to see. Let's find out here. And maybe, you know what? Is there anything here that maybe is purchasable? So it's a very, like, Deus Ex vibe where you go up to the guy that's the quartermaster and, like, he just slides you stuff under the window. No, this isn't even purchasable. That's unfortunate. Looks like they sell guns and grenades, but I don't think they're for sale on here. Personal weapons. Nope. Okay, that's unfortunate. I should have packed the Cambio SRT. I literally did testing today to find out if you could repair things with that, and you in fact can. Let's find out if maybe this one... I don't think it worked in live, but I'll give it a shot just to be sure. I think by default this may come with the Cambio attachment. Nope, no module. Okay, so we are SOL there. I will try the ship itself, but I don't think it's going to work. If I had brought the repair tool, there might be a chance that I could get some kind of a repair going and get, like, off the ground. Oh. Do any of these guys? Hey, boys. Anybody got a repair tool here? Just follow me out back behind this shed. Oh, he's actually climbing. What? You can climb up there? Wow. I've never seen NPCs do that before. Huh. Okay, that's cool. The vacuum bot wants in again. Oh my god, that's got to stop at some point. All the clunky. I'm trying to get off of a ladder. Come on, man. Don't need that much character animation. Alright, well, he doesn't look like he's got anything useful, so he's safe for today. Whee! Ow! Oh, what's this? Is this lootable? This looks like it's loot. Oh! Hang on. Okay, well, it's mostly ammo. Got some grenades. Got the lifeguard refill for the... Oh, custodian SMG. Okay, so this is interesting. Can I left shift and store this? I want to look at this later because that looks like it's got a silencer on it, or a suppressor. I wonder if they're going to get mad at me for stealing from them. That's going to be really awkward when I can't fly away. Alright, let's see if I can actually get in here or not. I can open the ladder. I can open the pilot canopy. I can open storage. Huh. Storage still works. Yeah, this literally has a... It looks like it's got a sight on top. It looks like it's got some kind of a barrel attachment. Okay, I actually want to check this out. Okay, so we have a... Stop moving around, dickhead. A size 3 flash hider on a size 1 custodian SMG. And it also has an LL1X hologram. This is... Is this one of the scorched ones? No, this is a night vision scope. Low light functionality. That's cool. I don't think I've ever actually played with one of those myself. Whoa. I think I'm freezing. Or I had a sudden freezing effect for a moment. Ooh, yeah, I'm cold. That's cool. Is there a button that you use to... Ooh, temperature. Interesting. There's actually temperature associated with these weapons now. Okay, well, I can't stay outside. I'm going to freeze. And I can't take off in my ship unless any of these guys have repair tools or something. Or there's something else lootable in here that might have a repair kit. I don't think the ship is reparable though. I don't think that's going to happen. So, with that said, it looks like a loot crate and it's not. Oh, this is a loot crate. What's in here? Oh man, P6LR. Man, they got good stuff laying around. You could loot the shit out of these outposts. Scorched. This is a scorched scope. Oh shit, yeah. Let's take a look at this. We're gonna left shift store this. I am very interested in this because I heard about these attachments and that they're extremely strong. Okay, so this is a 4x scorched telescopic. It goes between so configurable 2 to 4x. Aim time plus 5%. Recoil smoothness plus 10%. Okay, I need to clip this and show it to Crab. I'm sure he knows about it anyway. He's been playing the shit out of the FPS side of the game. But yeah, and it's night vision. So these attachments, like this one, I don't think is scorched. So if I throw it in here, it doesn't have. Okay, it has an aim time plus 15%, but it doesn't have a recoil smoothness on it. So that's interesting. Okay, we're going to hang on to that. I am going to go ahead and exit the menu here, and we're going to load back in so that we're on station. We'll claim the ship, and we'll get out again. That was just unfortunate. Somebody happened by and were like, hey, I'm going to blow up one of the ships. And I get it, because I do that too. So. Is he? Okay, alright.
Did you open your door?
No, the vacuum did.
Again?
Yeah! That little latch just must not hold on at all.
I guess.
It kind of clunked weirdly when I was...
Oh, well,
yeah.
that was a clunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Ian said hi. He said hi, Miss Durgan.
No comment. Hello, Ian.
I'm not sure if he's still here. He might have gone to bed. It is late for him. Okay, we'll load back in, and we'll see what else we can explore there. But we know that they've got kind of some basic armor and backpack, a knife, a multi-tool with no attachments. There's not really a lot that we can buy at that particular place, so I'm gonna kind of, I don't know. I could probably look at its offerings in a little more detail there. What was it called? Rough Landing? I think it was called Rough Landing. I just want to keep some notes about these places here. But you could stop there for med pens if you needed to, I guess. I think the playlist has finally got to the, yeah, it's been playing the Pyro soundtrack. And it is a beautiful soundtrack, man. Ugh. I love it. I love it so much. I just saw Whiskey Romeo 00 in the memes and media channel posted this picture. That's my... That's apparently my vacuum, ladies and gents. Needs that dirt. Oh dear. Let's see, what do we got going on here? Oh, looks like while we were doing this, the third contested zone reward has been picked up in the executive hangar. They got a Gaddock Siulan. Yeah, nice. That's a neat skin on it too. Looks like it's supposed to be maybe a military build on it. Interesting. I'm not sure how much use someone would get out of that one if they've already, if they're past the starter ship phase, but that's definitely a cool pickup. It definitely looks nice. So, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, they've been going hard on this thing. This is the crew that has been running that. That's their third pickup so far. It's been a dream team that's running the CPTU and getting these things done. Good job, guys. Well, are we gonna load back in, or we might not be getting back in tonight? We'll see what happens. Music's good, at least. So, has anyone in chat actually been playing Pyro so far, or are you still kind of like holding off, waiting to see it go live? Like, what's the background here? Who has gotten to explore Pyro a little bit? Because as much as I enjoy the game, like, the stuff I end up doing in the game tends to not just be like screwing around and exploring and just living out the verse. So I like having nights like this where we can do that. Come on, loading screen. You know you want to let me back in. Got another half an hour to go here. Half an hour of questions, hopefully shenanigans. If anybody has anything they want to know about Star Citizen or why I have built anything the way I built or play the way I do, or controls, or getting the game to run better, by all means let me know. This channel is here for education. Come on. Let's take a look at display info and see. What are we at here? How many entities do we have loaded? Where even is it? Component updates, 13,000. Entities, 89,000. Okay, so it's not a ton of entities, even. We're under 90,000 right now. And it's still going up, so we are loading. Things are, in fact, loading. I think it's just, maybe I'm in a spot where there's a lot going on, and it's just having to preload a lot of content. It's claiming that the server FPS is 30. I'm not sure I believe that, but it could also be entirely true. Like, if there's literally no load on this server right now, or a very minimal one, it might actually be running 30 FPS. That'd be pretty sick. That's the kind of stuff I want to see. Diesel, haven't made it to Pyro. I was having a problem getting my ship to lift off on Sunday and had to leave town for work the next. Yeah, that'll put a damper on it for sure. When you were having trouble getting your ship to take off, was it something where it was stuck, or was it like getting the engines to power on? Do you have any idea what actually happened with it? Because I can think of a few things it might be when something like that comes up. There we go. We're back in. Alright, so let's get this ship claimed. It'll only take a couple minutes to claim for. I'm not sure if the claim timer for the F-7A Mark II is correct or not. It says 11:20 delivery time, which sounds pretty reasonable. Oh, okay, it's a little more than I thought it was. 3.5 minutes is not bad. It's a little less than I would expect for a ship like that, but... So engines are on, had power, but just wouldn't lift off for whatever reason. Yeah, that's it. Depending on the ship. What ship was it, out of curiosity? Because depending on the ship, it might have been something like... Sometimes they spawn and, like, the gear gets stuck underneath the platform. And if it's a physical part of the gear that gets stuck under the physical level of the platform, it just goes... It just can't dislodge itself. You have to do some really funky stuff to get it to take off. I have had people that were able to, like, raise their landing gear while they were landed. And that way it would, like, forcibly pull the landing gear through the ground. Or maybe pull the ship down through the ground. I don't know. It's one of the... MSR. Okay. Yeah, that might very well be... That might very well be a case for that. There's a little bit of jank with that ship. It's been in the game a long time, and it has not gotten all the love that it deserves, for sure. It did this past couple months, because they finally gave it a size 3 shield. So if you haven't played with it in a while, that's something that's pretty nice. You've actually got some decent defense on it now for a change. It's still, unfortunately, not a great ship all around, but maybe you just need to... Maybe it was just luck of the draw that time. Sometimes the game just says no. And it's like, nah, you're not going to take off from here today. Let's see. So I've still got several other ships here ready, but I do want to take the... excuse me, F-7A Mark II out. But yeah, if I had to suspect a ship might have problems like that on the ground, the MSR would be one of them, unfortunately. Do you have anything else? What other stuff do you like flying? I assume you're picking the MSR because you like it. It does make a fun, like, Millennium Falcon style daily driver. Even if you can't really dogfight with it, it is fun with a small group. Oh, industrial. Okay, gotcha. So you got all the industrial stuff in the hangar. 1 minute to go. We're almost there. We'll get out of here one day. Actually, I wonder... No, they're going to force me into the big hangar here because this is a home station. Oh, that's too bad. Ooh, you know what, though? A little cheesy, maybe, but I'm gonna stash these attachments away here. I'm really interested to know why... Sorry, still coughing here. I'm interested to know why there is a size 3 barrel on this. I'm going to stash these away. They're going to get wiped tomorrow anyway. I don't know why I'm doing that, but, you know, screw it, whatever, right? But I want to see... Whoa. Okay, that actually sounds suppressed. Oh, you're Whiskey Romeo. Okay, I just showed the picture that you put in there. You probably saw that. Yeah, that was funny. But this is interesting. It's acting almost like a suppressor. There's definitely no flash other than the projectile itself. I wonder if I take it off, can I put it back on? Oh, I don't think I can't even take it off. That's interesting. So this is like some kind of modified custodian that has a attachment forced onto it that it shouldn't have, and it's almost like dead silent, dude. The weapon is almost dead silent, and it has basically no flash. That's really interesting. I need to show Krebs that one. I wonder if he's seen that before. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and we'll throw this in here too. We got ourselves a little bit of loot tonight. Now we'll throw this back on here. And I wonder if my ammo is here. Oh, you know what? Ha! I know where my ammo is. It's in a Morozov backpack. Let's take a look and find just the backpacks. Frankengun. Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what it seems like. And that's exactly the kind of stuff they told us to expect in Pyro, too. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. Okay, so this is the red alert one. It's not that one. Is it this one? No. Is it this one? It was some kind of Morozov backpack. It said that it purchased the items into one. There it is. There's our ammo. Oh, shit. That's a lot of... that actually takes up a lot of space. That's funny. Oh, those don't, though. The FS9 mags do, but the C54 mags don't. So that's interesting. Alright, well, we're going to pull a few of those out of here. We're not playing too much longer here, but, you know. I'm interested to discover this side of it because they really did expand that, the backpack system quite a bit. You can stuff a lot of stuff in there when you go looting now. So that's really good. That was a good move. Because that's... Trying to loot a bunker is a pain in the ass, dude. You have to, like, take a cargo container down with you. Like, are you serious? So, it's really nice to have that. Like, come here. Where's my ship? There we go. Okay. Let's get back in the sky again. Venus Commando 420, it really helps me. Oh my god, this chat. Alright, then we gotta wait for the thing to close. And then we gotta wait for the thing to open. And then we gotta wait for the thing to come up. Alright, good talk, Star Citizen. We'll just wait for that a little bit. If they could, like, condense this whole process down to about 10 seconds, I'd be really happy about it. I don't need to be immersed this much. I just frankly do not give a shit. Do you think I'm gonna go ahead and turn the ceiling fan on here while this comes up? I was kind of surprised nobody else stopped through. I thought somebody was going to come hang out and go explore, but maybe next time. Do. And now we make the trek across the desolate wastes to the middle of the hangar. Oh, it's the Voidy Vids combat music. Looks like everything's in one piece. Let's maybe try and hammer out a mission when we get out of here. Haven't seen any before, so let's see what Pyro has to offer. Is there any that we have right here? Okay, so this is what I was talking about earlier with the macro. So I've got my ship powered on with you. I'm going to turn the engines on. And now I'm going to hit the macro, and it's going to do up all the MFDs. It's going to raise the power up. And I've got my target at the top right and self-status at the top left because these MFDs are a little bit small, and I would like to have one to confirm what my power settings are. The reason that I'm running communications right now is that the name doesn't come up on the target panel for some reason. Or at least, maybe it does now. I haven't actually tested it in here. But, but on PU at least, the only way to find out who you're targeting is to have their little hail thing come up under your communications tab. So, yeah. Get a PTV for the hangar. Yeah, well, I could have done that, and then I would have been waiting for the elevator to pull the PTV up. It's so bad. All they need to do is just speed that up a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. Make sure we're going on a clear path here, and let's take a look at contracts. What do we have in the area? Mercenary, Citizens for Prosperity as a pilot in distress. So that looks like a kind of a combat mission? Or combat support mission? Reputation management. Some assholes are refusing to pay us what we're owed. They're bragging about it. That's the headhunters. I was just at their outpost a little while ago. Deep space hit. Crew's been pulling jobs, building a rep for themselves. We're told you can find Ruger around an asteroid base. Head over there and take care of it. I wonder how far away that is. Let's take a look at the map. Neutralize Kiyoshi Ruger. Is this around Terminus? That'd be too easy. Oh, no, it is. It is near us. He's right here at Rab Links. Haven't been to one of these locations yet, so let's go take a look. Just a short warp away.
Shields offline.
And of course, we can't switch fucking pilot modes without our power settings getting changed.
Is now on. Landing gear.
You'll have to excuse my little irritations with this. I mean, not that that matters. So when I switch back, I think I'm gonna have to. When I leave nav mode, I think it might go back to where it was, but we'll find out. But yeah, like you switch modes and like it doesn't keep your MFDs the same, and like it would be cool to. It would be cool to have different MFD configurations for your different modes, yes, but by default, let me have them where I left them. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too big on the initial experience. Oh, we got the. Okay, so that's a little bit of a graphical bug that's happening right now when you go to some of these asteroid bases. I think it'll go away in a moment. Maybe something has to. There we go. I think we're good. All right, we got a target location. Links. Oh man, that's pretty awful. Let's get in nice and close. Should just be a single target, I believe. Oh, nope. It is multiple targets. That's a vulture. Oh, this isn't good. Bruh. I can't have that in my face, dude. What the fuck? That's not cool. Oh, yep. Sure enough. Power settings changed. And look at this shit, dude. Holy shit. What am I supposed to do with this? I can't see anything. Guys, come on. What is this horseshit? Are you actually kidding me right now? It must have something to do with when I'm facing the base, maybe? Or maybe it's gone away now. Alright, what is this? Is a vulture attacking me? Are you serious? You have to aim kind of behind the pip on this to actually hit the body, otherwise the shots just go right in between the arms. Well, it's got some health hit points, I'll give it that. Wonder why he came up and attacked me right off the bat. Oh, there go the arms! Can he steer? Ah, he can't steer anymore! Alright, well, you get to think about what you've just done. Yeah, let the force guide you. Yeah, I need to put on the blinder helmet. K2 Smalls, these guys don't want me here either, apparently. What is this that looks like a C8. I mean, okay. Oh my god, it's happening again. Ah, this ain't good. And another C8. Okay. Man, this is what they fly in Pyro, huh? Well, that makes Stanton seem a little tame. I wonder what the loot is like on these, too. Like, is there a body or anything here? I'm just curious. I know somebody else has me targeted. The vulture's got me targeted, but he's just spinning. I think something else is shooting at me, but I can't seem to back target it. Oh, there it is. Charles Bowden. He's in a cutter? Yeah, cutter. There goes the fucking vulture, dude. There's few things in this game that make me happier than that. If I can just pick an engine off of something and let it spin instead of kill it, that's what I'll do. Like, I love that part of the game.
Target destroyed.
The poor Voltrolo is just trying to do his gerb. I'm taking his gerb. Oh shit, we got turrets up here too. Oh, this is on the ground! Oh shit! I wonder how hard these turrets are to kill. Oh shit, that's actually not good. Let's not stick around and get beat on them by that turret. I wonder. Actually, I bet I can probably just deviate if they're real close. Let's take a look. Let's recon this a little bit. So it looks like, okay, it must be inside. So I guess I have to go inside the facility. The pads are, oh, they got a lot of turrets here, man. Shit, and they are actually like hitting.
Shield down.
That's gonna be a problem. I wonder if I can get up here to a spot where maybe I can sneak down behind them. There's Elvin Gallardo still going. I wanna know your name. Let's see. What do we got down here? Is there a way I can just sneak into a useful distance? Of course, I can't see the distance to the target. That would be crazy. Why would I need something like that on my HUD that tells me how the game is going and what is around me? Can I get down here? No, I don't want my shields down. Why are you killing me? I just want to get down a little closer. Oh, there's my tail. Bye, tail piece. It's been real. Oh my god, they're all over the place. Yeah, they really don't want you. I think I would need to be here in like a Corsair or a Connie or something and like take those turrets out. Just to... Elvin, what are you doing? Alright, well, screw it. Let's do this then. I'm just going to leave my ship right here. We'll go into coupled mode so it holds position. And I'm going to EVA out. And we'll just go down onto the pad ourselves. We'll find our way in. And hopefully remember where the ship is when we're done. Or we'll just log out, because I've got about 10 minutes here, and then I got to go take care of some stuff with the org. But let's give this a shot real quick. I should have just flown by and just ejected next to the thing. Alright, 2,325 rounds. Cool. Good to go, I guess. Okay, yeah, it's a little further than I meant for it to be, but I think it's not going to take long to get there. Assuming I can find the way in. That's kind of the next trick, right? This place is a mess. But the pad is right up there, and I think, yeah, that 01 that I see, that's associated with one of the landing pads. From what I saw, it looks very much like the ones next to the sun, the executive hangars that we saw yesterday. So I think there should be a way in at the front, unless it is blocked up by invisible geometry like it was yesterday. I would assume that they fixed that for today. Not certain. Well, we'll find out in 400 meters. Let's see, is there anything here I need to worry about? I should have kept one of those scopes for my gun. That would have been actually pretty cool out here. I brought the purple FS9. Or did I? Or is that just a light? I think that must just be lighting. That's weird. I have to say the EVA in this game feels a lot better than it used to. This is so much cleaner of an experience. Is one of these like a hangar door or something? I think something, that one must be, because there must be some way that you get the ship out of there when you finish the mission they were doing yesterday. Oh, there's our turrets. I'm not going to tempt fate and shoot that thing. Okay, is this a way in? Oh. Something just blocked me right there. So there might not be a way in here. I don't know. Oh, no, here we go. Here we go. Alright, here we go. This is where we want to be. Cycle. Oh, I need to get my... I really need to get lean left right back on my pedals. I don't like doing it with keys. Who's laying down covering fire? Oh, shit. Oh, I see him. No, I think he is. It did sound like somebody up closer was talking, though. Holy shit, okay. We got star kitten helmets. Holy shit, okay. Man, this is more real than a bunker. Excuse me. Target's over there. Oh, wow, okay. Let's get over to this side. Uh-oh, this isn't good. If I just keep pushing through, these guys are probably going to come shoot me in the back. This fight's giving me serious deja vu right now. Uh-oh. Why did he not see me? Okay, well, let's just push on to the target. Oh, he's not accessible from over here. I have to go through this way. Cool. No, that's not good. Oh shit. I didn't realize how low they'd actually gotten my health through the course of that. Could I have my gun, please? Game? Reload this.
Yeah, you owe me though.
Restrooms.
Yeah, I got ya.
I don't think you do.
I got you covered.
Wow, is it gonna hit? Okay. How do I get to this guy? Doesn't look like it's this way. Ooh, there's loot here. Oh!
Yeah.
Mountaintop jackets, Demico. Okay, so ammo, mostly. Alright. Let's finish these dudes off.
You picked the wrong guy to screw with.
Really? Alright. Well, this is the bar. Oh, shit! We got a bar here and everything! Why am I coming here for a mission? I should be coming here to hang out.
Yeah, I got
No,
ya.
you don't. Why are you alive? Why are you alive? Good Lord, how many times in the head? What the? Oh, shit. You know I missed one. We're gonna go ahead and re-up on these. Or not, I guess? Doesn't want to... Okay, there we go. It was taking a second to actually equip. What's in here? Water. Yeah, I'll take one. I'll take one for the road. I'm sure some of these guys drop weapons that are pretty decent. But I don't really have much time to look around and loot them at the moment. Where is our where is our target? Why can't I find him? Yeah, I wasn't taking... I'm so used to, like, if you're taking, like, actual health damage, I'm so used to it being a bigger deal, and there's, like, those little onesie-twosie hits that aren't injuring you don't seem to, like, they don't feel like they're doing a whole lot, and then I look down, like, I'm 20%, like, well, shit. Okay, so how do I get to this guy? There must be, like, a... There must be a vent or some way to sneak around. Unless I'm missing a panel? Anybody been in here before? Haven't actually been into one of these facilities yet. Oh, wait. No. Okay, it's like an elevator, only doesn't work at all. Let me see, maybe back in this area. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay, let's remember that's there. Oh, we got tripwires. Oh, here we go. Oh, the gun store. Well, that's a great place to assault. Is it not letting me shoot through the plastic sheet?
This ain't gonna end well.
Okay. Let's see if these work these days.
You're so dead.
Okay. Oh. Uh-oh, bleeding.
I got you. Go, go.
I don't think so.
Oh, I am gonna make you.
Check for crawl space. Oh, they grenaded me!
Laying down.
And apparently it completed the contract. Oh, okay. Don't reload the gun, I guess. Oh, are you kidding me? Here we go. Alright.
Laying down, covering.
For who? There's nobody left alive. I wonder if you could actually buy anything in here, if this is just all mock-up. There's loot. Yeah, I'll take a look at that. I mean, if it pleased the fucking crown. There we go. Okay. So there's loot to be found in here, for sure. And, oh, these are actually probably really worthwhile, too. The, railgun and, animus rounds. Those are expensive. Is that a medical crate? Is that lootable? Nope, not lootable. That is a fake loot. Well, cool. I mean, I enjoyed the bunkers as it was. I think I'll just need to bring in a bigger ship. Oh, hey, here's the big crate. Let's see what's... Ah, okay. Aphorite. Not a lot, but, you know. Scrap valve, scrap cable bundle. Interesting. It must be for repair or salvage. More grenades, more scrap valves. Okay, cool. So there's definitely stuff in here that will have some purpose at some point. Send location. What do you mean send location? Corpse. Interesting. I wonder what send location is supposed to be. Oh, so this guy's loaded up. He's got quite a few things on here. Well, no attachments or anything really. Interesting. Okay. Well, there's some other stuff I need to get to tonight. I'm running some events for the org, and we're going to get some practice and stuff in. But I'm going to go ahead and sign off for tonight. Thanks for everybody for stopping in and watching, asking questions. Hope it was educational and helpful. And we will be back, not next week, I'm going to be out of town, but Thursday after, we will be back with weekly Thursday night streams for a couple hours for Open Classroom. Thanks once again. Class dismissed.